Welcome back everybody. Today we're gonna start supervised learning, a topic inside machine learning mostly used in our day-to-day life. Mostly products in our day-to-day life we see are mostly cases of supervised learning. So let's get started. Today I gonna teach you about what is supervised learning. Basically it will be an introduction video on supervised learning where I will define supervised learning and also about regression and classification problems and what is input to output mapping. So stay tuned till the end of the video to get full knowledge about supervised learning. So what is supervised learning? Supervised learning is a way in which machines learn by data that we provide them and learns what the data is and how to map and gets inputs to output. We define what is the input here and what is the output. We gave him, for example, in a factory of mugs where we make coffee mugs and we want our algorithm to take out the mugs which are defective piece. So what we does is basically we will show him tens thousands of pictures of damaged mugs and then it will get knowledge about what is a defective product in the manufacturing process. So that's supervised learning. In supervised learning we are given a data set and already know what our correct output should look like. That's our pictures of defective coffee mugs in our case when we want to develop an algorithm to detach the defective coffee mugs. So here's that correct output. So having the idea that there is a relation between the input and the output. So what I mean by that is that here we have an idea about what is input here and what is output. So input is here is a coffee mug and the output is defective coffee mug with a small breakage or something defected in that. So let's move ahead. Supervised learning problems are categorized into regression and classification problems. These are the two types of supervised learning types. So in a regression problem we are trying to predict results within a continuous output, meaning that we are trying to map input variables to continuous function. That means that we are given a input and we are trying to make that a continuous output. That what I mean by that is we are trying to map our input a variable where we store, for example, a coffee mug to a some continuous function. That means that it will run through and through and it will detect if there is a problem in our coffee mug or not. So that's regression problem where we identify that if it is defected or not. So in a classification problem we are instead trying to predict results in a discrete output. In regression problem we have a continuous function, but in classification we have discrete output. Here in regression problem we have a single output, but single but continuous output. But in classification problem we have a discrete output. That means a lot of outputs can be possible. In other words, we are trying to map input variables into discrete categories. Here in regression we have a single category, but in the classification we have a different categories, discrete categories. So for example, when in the case of, for example, let's take of cancer, we have two types of cancers, which I have taken, for example, malignant or benign. So in classification we predict whether it is the tumor, or let's take example of tumor, sorry for, we can also take the example of cancer in which we have skin cancer or any other kind of cancer. That will be also a broad category where we classify the problem into different, we have to map the output into different categories, which type of categories it belongs to. So that's a part of classification. But in regression we give a picture of person and we have to predict the age. That's a simple category and into a single category. So that's our A to B mapping or input to output mapping. So input to output mapping means that we gives data input and tries to get a output. So that's A to B mapping or input to output mapping. So let's take another example. Given data about the size of houses. It is the example one in the presentation. We have a house prediction system on real estate market. So we are trying to predict their price. So price as a function of size is a continuous output. So what I mean by that is we are trying to predict the price with a single output, that is size of the house, which is a continuous output. What I mean by that is we are using the price as a function of size. We are using the size of the house to predict the price. So that's the regression problem. We could turn this example into classification problem by instead making our output whether the house sells for more or less than the asking price. So what I mean that here we are classifying the house based on price into two discrete categories, whether it is sell for more than the asking price or less than the asking price. So here I am the seller and you are the buyer. So if I sells you, there are two options. If I sells you for more than the price of what I asked for from the owner of the house, or for the less. So that's the two outputs here. But on the previous one, here's only single output. That's the price as a function of size. So that's about the supervised learning and regression and classification, two types of it. So that's all for this video. In the next upcoming videos I will define unsupervised learning. So stay tuned and subscribe to our channel so to get the notification on the time to learn about more on machine learning. So if you haven't subscribed to our channel, then kindly go to Rindana Ale Coder and subscribe to our channel to get further notifications, and also turn on the bell icon so that you do not miss any further updates. And kindly watch this video also, because it is a basic information about machine learning and it will only help you. It will not take anything from you. So all this is for free. And you can also watch our videos on Instagram where I post my videos. So kindly follow me on Instagram too. Here is my username. So that's all for today. See you in the next video.